G'day guys, it's Roy here. How's it going? It's been a long time once again. Don't really have a reason or an excuse for not recording and not uploading. I just haven't been bothered and just haven't remembered to and all that jazz. But not to worry, I'm back. And I don't know how consistently I'll be uploading in the future, but I still plan on continuing to upload. So please, if you are subscribed, don't unsubscribe, and if you're new to this, please do subscribe because I'm still planning on recording and uploading from time to time, and but anyway, for today's commentary, I'll talk a little bit about the game quickly to get that out the way. It's TDM on nose hair canals, using the AN94 with the Cobra sight, and the AN94 is really an amazing gun. I think the final score is 25-11, pretty sure. We ended up losing the game, and I started off pretty slow, but went on a bit of a tear right at the end. That's pretty much enough about the game, really. But basically, what I wanted to talk about was the Olympics. Now, I thought it'd be an opportune time to do this commentary because the Olympics was just finished, and if you didn't actually already know, some of you probably already do, I was actually an Olympian. I was at the Athens Olympics for volleyball, and yeah, that was basically the highlight of my career, and I thought now would be the perfect time to talk about it, because the Olympics is kind of fresh on everybody's mind, I guess you could say, and it's an experience that you just can't compare to anything else. It's on such a huge scale. Everything is just on such a huge scale, and I've played in front of 12,000, 15,000 spectators before, but it's just a whole nother level. It's a whole nother world being at the Olympics, and especially coming from Australia, the Olympics is the Australian people is the be all and end all. It's just Australians love sport, and if you're an Olympian, then that's a huge thing. And the Australian government and everybody takes it really seriously, and they pump a lot of money into sport in Australia to get results and to get teams qualifying for the Olympics and whatnot. And now the special thing about when we qualified for the Olympics was that it was actually the first time that the Australian volleyball team had qualified outright for an Olympic Games. Now, what that means is the first time that an Australian volleyball team was at the Olympics was in Sydney 2000, and because Australia was the host nation, the Australian team had automatic qualification for volleyball, so there was no qualification process whatsoever. And in 2004 was the first time that we'd qualified ourselves, off our own playing for the Olympics. So this was a really huge deal, and there was a lot of firsts actually, because it was the first time in a tournament that we'd beat all the three major Asian countries in volleyball in one tournament. We'd beaten them once here, once there, sort of thing, but not all of them at one time. Those countries are China, Korea, and Japan. And these days Iran is very strong, but it's always the big three: China, Korea, and Japan. Who were very strong and all that. So we beat all of them at the one tournament, which was a huge success for us. And, it was really an amazing feeling to go. I was probably 22, I think, or 23 maybe, years old. So I was relatively young, and once I was part of the qualification team, and once we actually got back from the qualification team, from the qualification tournament, we actually went back to Australia and had training, and we had a trial to make the final sort of 12 that would go to the Olympic team. I mean, you could pretty much say that like 80%, maybe 90% of the team was fairly well set anyway, but my position was still kind of up in the air right until the last minute, I guess you could say. And, I managed to pull out some really awesome training sessions right at the end that pushed me over the line to get selected in the team and everything. And so basically off we went. And it's a really fast process because the volleyball qualification is one of the last tournaments to qualify for the Olympics of any sport. Really. And so it's all quite a quick process. Basically, once the team was selected, we went straight off overseas. We went to Argentina first for the games, and this is where I got pretty unlucky. Like, I actually injured my ankle in one of the games. And, the Olympics was only 2.5 to 3 weeks away at the time, and maybe 4 weeks, maybe 3 to 4 weeks, I think. Actually. And I had scans, and I did some pretty serious damage to my ankle, and I was on crutches for 4 or 5 days afterwards, and I was back walking and running basically within a week and a half, and probably back to full training within 2 weeks. And, like, in any other situation, this is a bad idea, but because the Olympics was there and it's a once in a lifetime opportunity, like, I was going to do everything humanly possible to make sure that I wasn't sent home because of the injury, that I was still able to go. And, it was quite a serious problem, but I got through it. I was playing with pain, but who doesn't play with pain at some point in their careers? I wasn't going to miss this for the world. And so basically, I was just doing everything I could to get ready and everything. And once we actually got to the village, I was able to see better doctors and get some better treatment for it, things like that. So that was good. And basically, when we arrived, it's the best process in the world, because what happens is once you arrive, you've got to get all your uniforms and everything. And, like with the Australian team, that year we were sponsored by Nike, and you go into this giant factory, like a warehouse, I guess, and you get a shopping trolley, and basically you push it around this warehouse, and they give you all the clothes and all the bags and all the shoes and all the suits and all the uniforms and all the hats, socks, and like everything you could think of. Like, it's basically 2 full-size suitcases worth of clothes and uniforms and whatnot. Like, you pretty much kitted out for every occasion. But to this day, some of the things that we got, I've still got in the packaging because I haven't used, because we've got so much stuff. And it's just like, it's heaven. It's absolute heaven, because you're getting all this really super awesome stuff, just all for you and all for free, and it's just incredible. And from there we went into the village. Now the village is like just a massive place. There's so many thousands of athletes and coaches and physios and doctors from all countries. This place is just ginormous. It's absolutely ginormous. And the dining hall, the main dining hall, apparently it was the size of 2 American football fields or something like that, and you could have about 2,500 people eating at one time in this place. And there was a 24-hour-a-day McDonald's inside there. And I know, McDonald's is not really the healthiest food to be at an Olympics, but basically, people just went there here and there. But once you finish your competition, like, it doesn't really matter anymore. So once we stopped, we were there all the time, sort of thing. It's free and it's open 24 hours a day, and it's no dramas. And basically we had in our group we had Brazil, Russia, USA, Netherlands, and one other team. I can't remember off the top of my head, but basically Brazil won the gold medal that year. US and Italy we had was the other one. Italy came second that year, and Russia came third, I'm pretty sure. So we had, and USA finished, they made the quarterfinals at least. So, we had uh, four of the best teams in the world in our pool, and Netherlands, who won the gold medal in '96 at the Olympics, and they still had a lot of players from them. So basically, we had no hope of reaching the quarterfinals. So we only won 2 sets for the whole tournament, which was kind of disappointing, but at the same time, like, we were young and inexperienced, going against the absolute best teams in the world. You know, if we were in the other pool, we may have won 1 or 2 games, and maybe reached the quarterfinals, because the pools are really uneven. We just happened to be on the unlucky side, so wasn't really much we could do about that. But anyway, and basically once we finished our competition, you know, we hung around, and you know, we were just going over watching beach volleyball, watching basketball, watching athletics, and, you know, kind of getting a bit drunk, because, you know, we had nothing else to do, and we were just there supporting and talking to other athletes and taking photos. And, you know, it just felt like a king walking around there, you know, being an athlete there, because, you know, you could go pretty much anywhere you wanted, because you had the pass that let you go just about anywhere. And yeah, it's amazing. One regret I have from the Olympics is that I wasn't actually able to go to walk in the opening ceremony, because of my ankle injury that I mentioned before. The physios and doctors and everybody wouldn't let me go, because basically the process of an athlete when you're walking in the opening ceremony, and the closing ceremony for that matter, is that it basically, you're standing up and walking for probably 6 to 8 hours, because there's so many people to get through and so much process and everything to get through. It's so long, drawn out. For me to be standing up and walking on my bad ankle for that long would have just been horrible. So unfortunately, that's my basically biggest regret from the Olympics. But I was actually able to go to the closing ceremony, so that kind of made up for it. You know, the closing ceremony is a lot more relaxed, and everybody's, you know, just chilled out and whatnot. And so yeah, there's actually a little bit of footage of me playing one of the games from Athens on YouTube. If you're interested, then let me know, and I'll put the link in the description, or an annotation or something, and so you can have a look. And but basically, yeah, that's about it. Like, if you got any questions about it, please let me know. I'll be happy to answer anything, any questions you've got. All in all, it's an amazing experience, like something I'll treasure forever. And I've got the Olympic rings tattooed on my ankle, you know, as a memory of that forever. And so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like, comment about anything, and have a nice day. So I'll talk to you guys later. Catch ya.